Hey, look at that. We are back, folks.
Mhm.
Welcome to week 7, sit start, all the fun stuff we were talking about. As you can see, we got the new intro. Thanks to SE for that together. Feels real good. Kind of like it myself. Throwing us
Yeah,
back for back. How you doing on this lovely Sunday morning?
good man, good. We woke up. We have some good games going on. Bright, it's my hashtag BTJ is him. That is what you want in the offense. I know people were on Tank Bigsby. They were all like, "Oh, go buy Tank Bigsby." You should have been trying to buy BTJ. That's the guy there. But good man. Shout out our guy Jeremy. I'm pretty sure he's at the game there. So he's
Yeah.
enjoying that. So excited to see what he says once he gets back and how that atmosphere and crowd was. But yeah, here we are, man. Midway through week 7. We have 7 more weeks left of the fantasy football season. So this is what it's all about, right? This is kind of where you start to realize, all right, am I have a shot or do I not have a shot here? So time will tell. But here we go.
100%. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like, I'd say, particularly in dynasty contending teams, I already know by now if you're a contending team or not. Like, if you don't know at this point, you might need to reassess your team. But in redraft, yeah, there's still so much uncertainty, a lot unknown. You could be what 2-4 going into this week. Could be 3-3. Like you could
Yeah.
be 4-2 in kind of that range where you're very up and down. You're not sure your team's not coming together. And like we have guys like Tank Dell said before because of injury. We talk about Mark Cooper situation, Devontae Adams, a lot of big names moving and shaking, all these injuries and all the fun stuff. We're seeing Tank Bigsby doing pretty good right now. As your point though, like Brian Thomas Jr. is a very special wide receiver. Like in redraft, like next week in my ranking, he's going to be very high. Like he's gonna be a top
Yeah.
15. I'm basically locking him into a top 15 wide receiver from here on out. He's just that good.
Yeah.
This is you just can't fight it, man. So it's crazy what we're getting from those two rookie wide receivers. We haven't got it from Rome. We haven't got it from a couple like Marvin Harrison Jr. yet. But we're getting, Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. So those guys are setting the position for the next 5 years. I'm excited to see them grow and develop.
Stay tuned to my X or to the FFU X. I'll do a thread on there just on the wide receiver LSU versus Ohio State and just comparing the pro athletes that are in there right now, and where they're at and where they're ranking. I know Ohio State, by all means, they great prospects on there, but they're continually underperforming as far as fantasy football. Like they're not finishing in the top 10. Where your LSU wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, you're probably going to see Brian Thomas Jr., Malik Neighbors
Yep.
are all top 10 wide receivers. So Ohio State produces more in the first round talents consistently, at least the past few years, but those guys aren't getting the looks like you're getting in the LSU. So it's gonna be an interesting conversation once I get all the numbers correct and do all that kind of stuff. Though, welcome in, L. Smith. Thank you for joining my guy. Seriously, starting to take Bisbee or Tyreek. Probably should have.
I mean, yeah, like that. The offense is not good in Miami right now, right? Like you
Yeah.
can barely score any points even with Tyreek. I get like there is some optimism surrounding Tyreek this week. I think coming off of like the bye, like they're figuring out some things. So you hope this is the week. At least Tyreek Hill gets his catches. Like I think
Yep.
the over under was like 4.5 catches. Like it seems like a reasonable bet for Tyreek. The Colts defense just isn't good, man. But like on the flip side, Tyler Huntley sucks. You're expecting Mike McDaniel to kind of scheme up stuff for them, so we'll see. I haven't really seen it the past month. It's been gross, but they got a shot this week, so I don't mind it. But yeah, like this was the perfect matchup for Tank Bigsby, like we talked about on the running back ranking show. They're playing the Patriots. They're going to be ahead the majority, if not all, of this game, which means they're going to feature Tank Bigsby. And if he gets it in the end zone, that's how he pays off. Newsflash, he got it in the end zone. They even tried to give him a swing pass and a screen, and I go, what is happening here? It looks abysmal. And then the next play, they give it to Dearness Johnson, and he looks in so much better in space for like receiving. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is why he's the receiving back, and this is why it takes me
Right.
right. So yeah, but like takes Big B, this is the ideal matchup. So if you had him and you played him, you're looking good because he's got 21 opportunities. Like that's fantastic. That's good stuff.
And with that, this is exactly what we were saying on certain this game was, the Jaguars stayed in the UK, right? They stayed in Europe. So they were there for a week. They adjusted. They got acclimated. These trips we've seen it notoriously. One team could play very good, and then one team plays sloppy, and not sloppy in the sense that like they're bad. It's like they had to adjust to the time zone, right? They're not getting there a week before. They're leaving there Thursday night, getting there Friday, Saturday. They're adjusting. So all those things play into a different style. So you have to keep that in mind when you're thinking about it and how those guys perform. But that's why I was all over Jacksonville this week because they had time to reassess and be like, okay, we're used to this now, right? So those all play a factor. Bigsby, another guy you should have bought, right? ETN. I do like ETN. I think you could try to buy low on him because there is an opportunity with the way Bigsby is producing that ETN is traded before the deadline. I know he has a shoulder injury, but with how it's going, there is an opportunity there. So I would try to buy low on him because I still like him as a back. We know he has a shoulder injury as well, so that could be playing a factor there. And then you have take Bigsby. You're competing. I don't know. I mean, he's a younger back, so I mean, it might be hard. But if you're competing, that they may be a back you want to kind of ride out and try to go get as well. So I like them both there.
Yeah, I think with Bigsby in particular, the one thing that works in ETN's favor is if and when they fire Doug Peterson, it resets how they do this room, right? So that gives ETN another chance to kind of come back and earn his stripes. But like if you're watching these guys on tape, like Bigsby's been the better rusher all year. He looks good in this game. He's averaging like 5 yards clip today. Like he just looks like an explosive rusher. Like I want that guy on the field. So I don't think we're ever going to get ETN back where he's the volume hog in that offense anymore. That just doesn't seem likely, and that's probably not his best case scenario. But I think he's going to play the role that Dearness Johnson is right now, where he's at least the receiving back, and then there's more upside for that. But yeah, like it's just hard to take Bigsby off the field, man. He's like a really good rusher.
Yeah, 100%. And on your point with Hill, we have our first start sit question here. But on your thing with Hill, another guy, I think if you're competing, go try to buy him. You could buy. This is probably the slowest you're gonna get Hill right now because of it. We know Tua was expected to be back. Well, we talked about this yesterday on the roundtable that we have every Saturday now too. He's expected to be back. It is scary to think about it, but at the same time, with that, once Tua gets back in that lineup, he'll automatically suits up right in there. He's consistent. I mean, we saw him. He's getting 10 plus targets, and he's gonna catch 80 and 100 yards or something like that. So go buy when you can, especially if the team isn't doing so well. That's a huge buy for anyone. I think Aaron's joining us here.
I think so.
No, he's not.
Nice. No, he's not. He's in. Maybe not. Who knows?
I would have made it home in time for 11:30, but turns out kids need food. So
beat Tom Brady. Fuck them kids. Just kidding. We have a few questions here though. L. Smith, McBride or Kelsey this week? McBride all day. No, I mean McBride is a centerpiece in that offense, and I think he's a top 3 tight end rest of the way. Kelsey, he can be it, but I go McBride. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I'm going McBride. Like he's been the one that's worked out. It's a similar like matchup. Like San Francisco, they're middle of the pack. Same thing with the Chargers, middle of the pack. So both of these guys they're going against, it's kind of just like it's mediocre. I don't think either one of these games is gonna be high scoring either. Like I don't think these games are gonna push to a shootout on either end. I think the San Francisco game has a little bit more chance to go a little bit higher if you want to Kelsey. But yeah, I have McBride like one spot above Kelsey this week.
Kelsey's my tight end 1 this week. 1. Okay, well, Kelsey at 1, McBride at 4.
Yeah. There you go. I lied. I have actually Kelsey at 2 and McBride at 4. So take that with what you want. Another one, Aubrey has a question for us. Would you start Achane or Walker?
Walker. Don't. He's healthy. Don't play Achane over Walker. Walker's like RB1 at this pace. Don't play Achane over Walker. Don't do it. There's too much risk.
I have Walker at 4, Achane at 19.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Walker at 5. I actually have Devon at 19 as well. I have Kareem Hunt above Devon. I don't know if I like that. I might switch that, but
I mean, he's gonna be featured again. I don't mind it. It's weird they're returning him, but yeah, like I think like Walker's role in usage is what you want from every running back in the NFL right now. Like,
you want to know? So I have Achane at what did I say? 19. You want to know who I have at 18? Yes. Come on.
Old man. Oh, Tyler Goodson. I have no idea.
Isaac Garendo.
Oh, gross.
I think Mason's going to be incredibly limited by that ankle, and I think Garendo goes off. I love him this week.
Well, is it Mason's shoulder? That's the issue?
No, his ankle looked like shit when he was out there.
Oh, yeah. Like, he had the same thing. Oh, yeah,
I would love that, man. I have Garendo, I think, in the league.
It was funny. They were trying to add him on the sideline because he like went down. He's like, no, they didn't catch me. He's like, I slid. And everybody's like, nah, they fucking got you. Like,
yeah.
Oh, that's good. Wow. So, yeah, Jalen Polk is trending across the timeline, and not for good reasons. If you guys are watching the game, he's had multiple drops, just has not looked good. So, I remember I put out.
I forgot there was a game going on.
Yeah, it's not good. The Patriots look terrible. They're just getting beat down. I mean, they finally scored. They got KJ Osborne touchdown. And Drake May, Drake May looks really good for fantasy wise. He's over 20 points. So Drake May is like a guy that's going to be a top 12-ish starter rest of the season, I think.
Yeah, hate that. I'm not a UNC fan, but yeah, Drake May. I mean, if you bought into him, I know some people took McCarthy. We were all over McCarthy over him. McCarthy on IR. He in the few games that Drake May has played, he's looking better than Bo Nix. You know what I mean? So it's very wise if you took a shot on him. I mean, I think the upside is there. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the wide receivers, so that's going to hurt him. But I think the New England found their guy that they want to move, and now they can build around him. So maybe this year they get a tackle. They have Will Johnson at LSU. That's possible that they get. And then you can also build around wide receivers. There's some late round wide receivers in this draft that they can go out there and get as well. Brandon has a question for us. Should I play Josh Downs or stick it out another week with Ayuk? This is hard because with Anthony Richardson in there, Josh Downs goes down for me, right?
Yeah.
But Ayuk, it's been rough for him too. I mean, he got paid and he hasn't done much, but I think. Let me see what do y'all have here. I'm gonna look at my rankings real quick.
I have IU pretty that's my concern. I still think Downs is a good wide receiver 3 this week. It's just with Richardson, the ceiling doesn't seem like it's there, but I probably need to move Downs up into the wide receiver 25 range. I have a wide receiver 30, right in that Wan'Dale Robinson, Amari Cooper range. That's where I have Downs. I have Ayuk right next to Garrett Wilson, Brian Thomas Jr. Those guys. So I still prefer Ayuk. I think he's just a better overall wide receiver. But if you want to go with Downs going against the not so good Miami defense, 100% get it. I'm still on Ayuk.
Okay. My cousin is out of town and needs me to set his lineup, so I need your help, guys.
I have Ayuk at 18. Sorry, just Ayuk at 18 and then Downs at 34. So
yeah, I think it's consistent kind of where we're at.
Pick 2 out of what?
2 out of 4 running backs. 2 out of these 4: Barkley, Jacobs, Cook, Tyrone Tracy.
Barkley Jacobs.
Jacobs. Okay. That's what he has right now. And then at wide receiver, pick 2 of these: Debo, Terry. Who is it? Debo, Terry, Deontay. Pick 2 out of 3.
You gotta play Terry.
Debo, Terry, Deontay. I think Debo and Terry.
Okay, so that's what he's got, which leaves for the flex, that leaves James Cook, Tyrone Tracy, Deontay.
I'm a little bit worried about Cook this week.
Yeah, I like the matchup, but kind of back off injury.
Yeah,
he just has Deontay out because Deontay's questionable and it's a 4:00 game.
He's supposed to play though, right?
Well, then Tracy, right?
Yeah, I'd be fine going with Deontay. If you want to go Cook, that's I worry about their offense scoring touchdowns this week with Cook on the ground. That's my concern. I don't think he's getting the end zone this week because Tennessee, that's their strength, right? So
all right, so I'll just leave it as is. Then you guys pretty much had what he had already set, so
let's go.
We'll leave it.
Brian Robinson playing today.
He's expected to play. So I'm a little bit lower because it's Carolina. It's a fantastic matchup, but they could feature Eckler and he could have a really good game. So I have Brian Robinson where I'm RB 15, but if he was fully healthy, I'd have him RB 10. It's a dream matchup, man.
Yeah, I actually have him at 17. But yeah.
Were there any important scratches in the London game? I'm not gonna lie, I woke up a half hour ago.
Yeah, ETN.
I had ETN in at least one lineup. Just throwing that out there.
I mean, if you have it, in the situations like that, that's where it is, and that's where it sucks with these, 6:30 games. I know it's big, but with those, I mean, for example, you set your alarm. I'm not, for a 6:30 game. I'm just gonna roll with it. But it's that's still the disadvantage. We come across with it. But what are your thoughts on ETN rest of the season, Aaron? Is he a buy or is try to sell when you can?
I'm neither. I don't think you can sell him, but I certainly do not want to buy him. I think I'm just holding and hope he turns it around. But I'm not going out of my way to buy him.
Well, I'm shooting thirds all day if I can with the way Big C's is playing. Just try to go get him a few thirds. Yeah,
because he's got that name cachet. Similar to Najee, even though it's not been a great year for Najee. If you send a third for a former first round running back, people are just going to be no, but they want more just the name cachet. But yeah, I mean, if you can do it, go for it.
Mobius, thanks for joining in again. But Pickens, Marvin Harrison, or Conklin for flex.
You got to play Marvin Harrison Jr. You got to do it. I get it. You could play Pickens if you want, but there's no way I'm playing third guy. Just no.
Wait, Conklin, is that McConkey or is that Conklin?
Maybe it's the combination of the two.
Yeah, or is it both?
McConkey, eh?
Yeah,
McConkey makes a lot more sense because I was Conklin. I was oof.
Let's
Yeah.
play over under how many lineups I left ETN in.
All of them on accident.
Over 3.
You have them.
Over 3, I think. Oh no, it looks like I only have him in one league on Sleeper. So let's see if I got him in that league out of my lineup. I don't like my chances. Let's just say that.
All right. Well, that is why I don't do the betting. That's why Aaron does it, because I said over 3, and he clearly has just possibly 1. So don't do the betting.
Yeah, I don't have too many shares of him, but let's see.
McConkey.
Yeah, I'm going Marvin Harrison Jr. Like I get it.
He's on my bench, proving it's better to be lucky than good.
There you go. No, I don't know. McConkey against a Cardinals D.
It's really good.
Quinton Johnson is doubtful here too. Yeah. Chargers. I'm more hesitant on. I love McBride in this matchup. I don't know. Kyler's been, it hasn't been what we want from Marvin Harrison. So
give me I'm starting Whittington.
Yes.
What?
I think the reason why they mention it is because he's questionable and plays tomorrow, right? So they want to.
Yeah.
If McConkey plays though, he's been awesome in his role and the way they use him. So I would definitely play McConkey. You just kind of got to risk it.
Rich or Sam Darnold?
Darnold.
That's scary.
Darnold's going bonkers against that Detroit defense, man.
He's I have Harrison at 25 and Ladd at 30. Just by the way.
Yeah.
Should I flex McConkey or Whittington? McConkey is questionable and plays tomorrow. Okay, so there you go. Yeah,
you don't want to risk it, but
but then Cup. What's happening with Cup? Because I think
Cup's not expected to play.
He's not expected to play. Okay, so
no.
And they play the Raiders, and that defense is trash. So you could do it with Whittington, but it's just kind of up and down. His role is not as consistent as you want it to be.
Right.
So it's just tough with him, man. He'll have the highest projected total of all their wide receivers. He had 8 and 10 in the last 2 weeks. I think it's a good actual matchup for him. I have him top 35, top 40, I think, in that range, but it's just hard to kind of bet on him consistently. So I think him and Tutu you can flex this week.
Going back to my very first question for you, Jesse, Jerry Jeudy or Demarcus Robinson?
Oof. It's not. I guess you take the ups.
Robinson's in the lineup, he's especially. But the thing is, Cup's not expected, right? He's a 125 game.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
a 105, and then Judy's a 10. So
the whole issue with Robinson, he's just earned enough targets, but it is such a better matchup. The Raiders just cannot cover anybody defensively. So I don't mind it with Robinson. I might take the upside shot with Judy. I know it's probably going to burn me, but I'll play Robinson begrudgingly, I guess is the way I would phrase that. I don't really want to play him, but I'll put him in there over. I'm just not really into Judy with freaking whatever's going on in Cleveland. It's so hard to talk to anyone outside of Joe. Are you guys playing Chubb? Let me ask you this question: are you guys playing Chubb this week?
Based on some of the lineups I have, I might have to.
Yeah.
If I have to, let's see, Chubb. I don't think I have him higher.
Rashad White or Tyrone Tracy?
Tracy. I don't want to touch that 3-headed backfield. Sounds like a nightmare.
Chubb, I have him at 33.
Yeah, I have him RB 30. I know they're talking him up. I think he has the highest touchdown odds in that game. It was barely over 100, which is crazy. But I think that's the bet with Chubb. It's in the end zone.
I'm actually gonna move him down. Aaron Jones is expected to play, right? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
It's so just I'm gonna move
matchup against Detroit.
But I'm gonna move. I'm still gonna move Chubb 2 spots down. So I'm gonna put Algier at 33, Aaron Jones at 34, and Chubb at 35.
Yeah, I'd definitely play Chubb against the backups, the Algiers and stuff of the world. I'd play him before those guys. But yeah, I think it's tough. I think you could put him in the Mostert range. I like Eckler a lot this week. I'll put Eckler above those guys. But yeah, you can do it.
Eckler's been pretty good. I mean, from a standpoint, he's getting double digits, depending on the type of league you're scoring in. He gets double digits every week. So, I mean, that's very solid for a running back. I think at this point, if you need a flex, Eckler isn't easy. Go ahead and plug him in because it looks like he's guaranteed you to at least get 10 points. At a flex position, of course, you want them to ball out. I mean, even when he's sharing the thing with Brian Robinson, right, he's still getting it. So that's big for him there. But
yeah, I think in PPR he's a much better play just because he's gonna get the receptions. But yeah, if Robinson's injured, to your point, that's how Eckler vaults up a little bit because he gets more work. And this Carolina defense might be the worst in the NFL. Like I think it pretty clearly is the worst defense in the NFL. So you should pretty much play everybody you can against Carolina every week.
Right.
Juju or Sean Tucker?
Juju. I'm back in on Juju. So
that's gross.
And like the Tampa Bay backfield, I just don't know how it's going. Like I have no idea how it's going to shake out.
Mhm.
Like if they're evenly distributing the touches, which I don't like, I have no idea if they're going to, but that's the talk. So it's just like, and Baltimore's an atrocious like defense to try to run against. Like I don't want to play running back against Baltimore on the ground.
I just don't want. I bought into Tucker, but I'm not necessarily starting him. I need to see it again because the coach even came out and said, "Yo, we're playing the hot hand." So
yeah, it's like,
it's like, all right, thanks. I'm not doing that. Like
that's reassuring.
I need you to tell me you're playing him, not the hot hand. The hell.
I mean, they get Atlanta next week. I'd be much more interested in playing Tucker that matchup. It's just this Baltimore Ravens defense is. I don't think they've even given up 50 yards to a running back on the year. Like they've been really, really good. They're a pass funnel defense, so that's why I love all the passing options for Baltimore.
Garrett Wilson or Bateman?
Wilson.
Even
though Bateman's a nice matchup.
Mooney or Bateman?
Mooney.
I have Mooney above Wilson this week.
I do too.
I'm all in on that shootout. It's gonna be fireworks in that game.
Gino or A-Rich?
Gino.
Where do you guys have Anthony Richardson? Because that's the curious part for me. I think I have him like 12. I have him at 14.
Look. 1 sec.
I might move him above Purdy, actually. I think I'm going to.
I have 16.
Same 16. I had May above him at 15, so.
I have May above him at 15.
Yeah.
I concur.
I had May at 12. I was like, let's go, baby.
I have Lamar at 1, Jaden at 2, and then Hurts at 3. So
that's the exact 1, 2, 3 I have.
I'm thinking Jaden above Lamar, though, possibly.
Hey, here's a fun question. You guys think Trey Sermon will have a decent outing? You know what I'm going to say about Trey Sermon.
I don't know, man. With A-Rich, it makes it difficult. I mean, I think that's something completely different because Richardson allows opportunities for runs. That upside is there. So, unlike Jonathan Taylor, that will actually hurt Trey Sermon and Tyler Goodson, right? So, decent outing, and they're playing who? Miami?
Yeah.
I don't know. Miami's front seven sucks too. Decent if we're saying he could get 8 to 10 points, sure. But I think that's you're hoping for that.
Are you playing Sermon or are you playing Goodson this week? If you had to choose between the two. Sermon is like the least inefficient running back. It's just awful. Like the dude's so bad. He just slow, man.
But Gibson, you want him to fall into the end zone, right? Let me look at what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think either one of the like Sermon or Goodson, either one of those guys, I think you want to fall in the backfield if they're going to work, right?
Yeah.
But like I have Goodson ranked above him. Sermon's healthy, so he's playing, so they're both going to play. So
remember the good old days of Joe Flacco?
And Goodson was more pass catching, and with Richardson in the lineup, all the pass catchers go down, and I mean he's just not. He's throwing bombs, but he's not accurate, right? So that just hurts. So I mean, and the Colts were doing good with Flacco. Like, why bring him back in? You know, he's the starter. He's the future. Let Flacco go in there, keep it up. Let Richardson get fully healthy, learn from Flacco, and then go in there. You know, practice on his accuracy there.
Yeah, but I mean, he needs reps. Like that's the one thing Richardson needs. So you got to get him out there at some point. Like, and I don't think the Colts expect to really win this year, to tell you the truth. So they're kind of just like, see how I go. They're with the 500 team. Like it's fine.
Sean Tucker or Tyler Algier?
I'll probably go Algier.
That's great.
Algier's been part of it, bro. I love Algier. I think what they're doing there is actually working, so I love it there. Algier's getting points for you. Whereas Sean Tucker, again, hot hand. Tucker maybe the upside if you want to take the shot for the moon, but Algier's a safe bet.
Yeah, like I don't want to play a running back against the Ravens defense. Like especially unless it's like an elite running back, you know, going to get the volume. Like then okay, similar to Detroit when you go into those guys, but unless it's a pass catcher, like not good. Are you guys starting Purdy above Daniels? Because I have Daniels as QB2, and so I'm not.
I don't know where I have Purdy yet, but Daniels at 2, Purdy at 9. So no, I'm.
I think you should just start Daniels every week and like not even
pretty much over anyone. Yeah,
start Daniels.
Purdy. That's what
Purdy's against Kansas City. You hope for a shootout, right? But if Mason doesn't play, and that kind of makes them one-dimensional, at least hypothetically. Where Jaden Daniels. He's won Rookie of the Week 5 out of the 6 weeks that we've had NFL games. So right now he's starting in your lineup if you have him, unless you have Lamar Jackson and maybe Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen as your quarterbacks too, and you're just stacked. But if Jaden Daniels and Purdy are your options, Daniels until he tells us no, it's Daniels every week.
Yeah, it's going against Carolina too. Like you got to fire up Daniels. It's such a dream matchup.
Right, bad in the run game and bad in the passing game, and Daniels can pass and he can run. So he's very chance he gets QB1 on the week this week.
Ends up with 4 touchdowns, 300 plus yards. Like, yeah, it's definitely the range of outcomes.
Plus two rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts, man. Demario Douglas, questionable return. Boo, that sucks.
Sermon or Tracy? Nice. Someone tried to sell me Douglas, and I said no.
I like Douglas. It's just the issues they don't want to play him outside of freaking 11 personnel. That's so stupid. Oh. Like, dude, he's your best wide receiver. Just get him on the field. I have Tracy above Sermon. Like I have
Tracy.
Yeah, Sermon's gonna get some volume. I just don't know. Like he's averaging 2.4 yards a carry. Like it's real bad for Sermon, and maybe it gets better this week because of Anthony Richardson opens up some rushing lanes. But I just don't think he's very good. So I'll take the shot on the guy that actually looks good in Tracy.
Yeah, Tracy. Fire up Tracy. Even with Singletary back, man, the Giants will be stupid. We may be seeing a Giants team that is taking their shot to go to playoffs. Daniel Jones looks better with Malik Davis on the field. The offense looks smooth with Tracy as a running back. Devin Singletary's a good back, though. So now you have 2 competent running backs. You have Malik Neighbors. Guess what? Darius Slayton stepped up when Neighbors was out. Wan'Dale Robinson's looking fire. Only thing they're missing is a tight end. Hope if Darren Waller had got his stuff together, that would have been awesome. But he didn't, and whatever. But now it's like, here we go. This is the time that any Giants fans should be excited about because this is an opportunity for them to just start smoking. But I fired Tracy up to answer that question. Appreciate you for joining in, Mobius. Anyone else that is joining in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Ask us these questions every Sunday morning. We're answering all your start and sit questions for your weekly matchups. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Let them know that we are here. Chug the milk. Don't chug it too long. That can make you throw up. But do I start Marvin Harrison? I have Brian Robinson at flex and Terry and T at wide receiver. Not sure I should bench one for.
I would not this week. T's out targeting Jamar Chase since coming out and playing. Like he's been the guy that's getting more targets. Just Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase. Yeah, I'd play T over because it's the concussion. He's healthy. I don't know. It hasn't clicked yet with Marvin Harrison Jr. So I'm fine just playing the other 3 guys personally.
I think. I'm trying to look at my flex. So I have Terry. Terry's a must.
Yes, you gotta play.
I have Robinson. So I have Terry in flex position. I have Terry at 27, Robinson at 31, Higgins at 43, Marvin Harrison at 55. So yeah,
I need to adjust that ranking.
I'm playing Harrison over T.
Yeah, I think it's like a good conversation. I have T at wide receiver 17 this week. Like I really like T. Where do you have Aaron? Where do you have Harrison at?
1 sec. Let me look. I'm sure it's lower than T. I just prefer playing him over T.
I have T at 18. I just moved him up against Ike, but I have him below Devontae, Garrett, and Zay and Debo. So
I have T at 16, and I don't even know where I have Marvin Harrison Jr. Do I not have him in my rankings?
He was super low because of the injury in my rankings. So I had to move him up. I just moved him up 22. He was at 64. I was like, where is he?
He is too. He's way low in my rankings, but he's moving up. He's going to be 14, I think, for me.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Kid has one.
It's not like a soft tissue injury. It's a concussion. Once he clears protocol, I'm not worried anymore.
Fine. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Unless he gets good, but
this question, I think, is the question we're going to be asking ourselves all season because McBride's locked in as a top target for him. Bowers is locked in as the top target in the whole team. Mm-hmm. But this week, who do y'all have, Bowers or McBride?
I have Bowers 1 spot above McBride, but I might need to switch that. I feel a little bit. I worry Bowers getting ton of targets. I just worry about the offense in general and the more ceiling for Bowers. That's kind of my concern. But he's basically on pace to have as many catches as Puka last year. Bowers.
I have Bowers at 2.
Yeah, it's wild what Bowers is doing, and we talked about, I don't know why in rookie drafts he got faded as opposed to Roman Dunze. He got the discount. Roman Dunze did not get the discount, and he went 108 a lot of times. It was just seemed like a big mistake from the community. And it turned out, yeah, it was a massive mistake to push him down as far as we did. So, yeah, I'm fine going Bowers. Like it's really just I would almost, if you don't have a good flex, I would just flex McBride and like I would just play both of those guys.
He said he can't. Yeah,
you can't. You can't flex them. That sucks. That is not even an option.
I have McBride at 3, Bowers at 4.
So. Then I would for sure look to trade one of those guys if you cannot, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would to fill your roster to make your roster look better. Well, that's how I do it. If you can't, because if you can't flex them, then you just got one guy on your bench. Like that just sucks.
Yeah, but then if it's only one and then there's no, I mean, I guess you can see the waiver wire. I'm curious on what tight ends will be there because Bowers has bye week 10 and then McBride week 11. So you'll be needing them here soon just to fill in those bye weeks. So,
but I'm thinking you can get an impact starter like for one of those guys, like one of your positions, right? Like I think it's worth a lot better for your roster.
I think McBride this week might be safer though. Like I gotta think the Cardinals have a better chance of hanging with the Chargers. Like the Raiders might just get absolutely destroyed by the Rams. And I don't even think the Rams are that good, but the Raiders suck.
Yeah. To be honest, it's with AOC there. If Minshew's there, I think I'm going Bowers over it, right? If Minshew's their quarterback, but that's been so bad too, where it's like we don't know what's happening. So
yeah, the weird thing is like Kyler struggles in that offense where he's not targeting the middle of the field. And I think that's like kind of hurting McBride a little bit, even though he's been the best option of that group. It's still not clicking. So for like Kyler needs to figure it out. And because he should be able to do it in this game, like it should work out. It's been kind of up and down.
I got off work late Thursday night and started Olave in two leagues. Just wanted to throw that out there. So don't give us too much credit. I didn't get him out of my lineup in time. Last week we were good. This week I started him and he didn't even fucking play. So
yeah, it's like if you get the news late, like it happens sometimes. It's
well, I just couldn't get out of work to get to my stuff. So.
Shout out Mobius for stopping in. That's when you say, "Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, boss."
Right? You're just flying through all your. The problem is I have too many lineups to do that.
Stop in the middle of the road. Then you just stop and you put on the stop sign where people have to stop behind you. They're like, what's going on? I'm changing my lineup, guys. Hold on.
Yeah, that the Dynasty Data Lab. They have a really good tool where you can sync your leagues and it will tell you like who's starting what, so you can mix guys out through there. You don't have to go back into sleeper. You can change it. It's a pretty cool tool.
Yeah, Fantasy Pros app does it too, and I have it. The problem is I got sick of 900 fucking notifications every day, and I turned off all my notifications. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got the notification for Olave. I just couldn't get out in time to actually do anything. So
100%.
Good times. Good times. Ooh, Demario Douglas putting up 14 yards in my lineup. Loving it.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Did they run off the clock?
That's not the word I would use.
I have a team where my lineup is Baker, Monty, Najee, Tutu, Amari, Christian Kirk, Kyle Pitts, McLaurin, Harrison, Evans, Sam Darnold. I am 1-5 in this league because every week I have played the number one team.
Oh,
can't play defense.
Did I tell you about mine? I have a league where I am the highest scoring team by 187 points. I'm 0-6.
That's brutal.
I have played so every week 10 teams score between 110 and 120 points. I score 160 a week. Every week the guy I face puts up 180 to 200. It's become a running joke of whoever faces me this week will put up 200 and everyone else will suck.
Yeah, you're like league meeting. Can we get it in here, please? Someone help me.
Yeah.
That's brutal. That's just so brutal.
Take Bigsby. Let's go.
Yeah, Bigsby having a day.
Do I have him in my lineups?
You got another touchdown, right? Yeah.
Yep,
Bigsby, 24 points. Not bad there, Mr. Bigsby. I mean, it was just like Jeremy was talking about their linebackers out, and it really hurts their defense, and they've lost some pieces. So, like, that rush defense just is not very good in New England, which we thought it was. So, this was a good matchup for them.
Patriots doing a good job of making the Jaguars look like a playable team.
They should still fire Peterson, by the way. Like, don't use this game as an excuse not to fire Peterson.
No.
This
is worst case scenario for this. I was saying this the Thursday night when I did get home eventually because I'm a Saints fan. That's the same thing's gonna happen in New Orleans. They should fire Dennis Allen, but they're not. Yes. They're not gonna because they have so many injuries. They're gonna use it as an excuse to not fire him. Right. It's exactly what's gonna happen.
You're gonna fire him at the end of the year. Just do it now. Get it out of the way. Like it's just stupid. It's like your season's lost. You're not coming back from 1-5. Like just move on.
2-4.
Well, now they're the Jaguars are gonna be 2-5. Yeah.
Oh, the Jags. I thought you meant Saints.
Singletary or Josh Downs?
Downs. In PPR, I'll go Downs. Yeah, like
It's top PPR.
I think Downs is just like safer. With Singletary, I'm a little bit worried. I don't know how his volume is going to be in this game. That's the concerning part for me.
Right.
So
Jermichael Hasty with 12 fantasy points on -2 rushing yards, 3 catches for 31 yards and a touchdown, -2 rushing.
It's beautiful.
That's sustainable.
Look at the Patriots receivers. It's just like 26, 33, 14.
I'd really
14.
rather not. Yeah, they're all practice squad numbers.
Oh, Hunter Henry though. Woo! 8 for 92. Damn. I hope people flex Hunter Henry.
Nobody starts out Hunter Henry when he goes off. Don't you know that? It's like Taysom Hill. He's Tank Bigsby on my bench, 23.8 points. I love this.
That's the thing with Hunter Henry. You just got to keep wheeling him out there if you have him. You know.
It's all right. I only benched him for Zach Moss and Sean Tucker.
Oh yeah.
This is what you get up early enough to check your lineups for the London game. I slept in.
Oops. I will say, outside of Brian Thomas Jr., Bigsby, right, too. But Evan Ingram and Brendan Strange. If Evan Ingram's out, Brendan Strange automatically gets to my lineups. They use their tight ends there, where I absolutely love it. I mean,
is Ingram hurt again?
No, he's playing.
He's playing. He had 5 35.
It's not great, but it's fine.
It's streamable, right, for him. I mean, if you're not have the upper echelon, I think Ingram's streamable. I have him at tight end 5, unfortunately, so I don't think that's going to last. But
yeah, he didn't live up to expectations this week.
Do we have word on Ken Walker?
Yeah, he's
playing.
Is he?
So his birthday was like this weekend. So
that's what the illness was.
That's what the running joke is, that it's an illness that actually his birthday, just too hungover for practice yesterday. Who knows what it was?
That's fine. You get drunk, get hungover, go play, go off, call it the flu game. You're good.
There you go.
Some quotations. I know, because his birthday is actually today.
Good times.
Oh yeah, so much fun. Because somebody posted it on Seahawks Twitter. I go, makes sense why it's an injury now. Mysterious ailment.
Illness. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet. Caught it from an open bottle.
He ate the worm in the tequila bottle.
Hey, that's how you just lose it. He goes downhill after that point.
You know what he probably did? He probably got hammered this weekend and went to do my favorite thing and go to WWE. See, if I wanted to go to a WWE live event, what's the best way for me to do it? I know you're a wrestling guy.
Yeah, so I mean, they got live events going on all the time. Actually, Raw is the final Raw. The USA Network is going to be in Houston, Texas at the December 30th. So if you are going there, you can go to SeatGeek. Actually, type in promo code FFF Universe for $20 off your first order. Go out there. Cody Rhodes is here. He's the champion. That's cool. But we all know we hold up the ones for Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. FF Universe. Get out here.
Cody Crybaby.
$20 off, for your first order. Make sure you're doing that too.
Wrestling, the only thing more divisive than football, religion, and politics. So they're going to Netflix for the new year, right? That means they're back to 3 hours, right?
Right now it's up for 2. They're at it right now. It's 2. It's undecided. They haven't decided quite yet if this could be a 2 or 3.
I hope when they go back to go to Netflix, they go old school Attitude Era and just get the fucking raunchiest, most horrible stuff ever. I'm done with this PG era crap.
Well, they already started that because they're already off it on Fox. It's because the SmackDown and stuff was with Fox, so that's where they had it. But now they're out. SmackDown's now on USA, and now so now it's getting more. I mean, did you not see the last Drew McIntyre and the CM Punk? I mean, there was
the Hell in the Cell.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that was a pay-per-view though. Pay-per-view. No, that doesn't apply. They ain't doing shit like that on SmackDown.
That's true.
That was rated what the best match in what I forget what it was, but top 5 matches of all time or something like that, or was it?
I don't know.
15 or something.
Maybe. That's possibly.
That was insanely high rated. I remember that. I don't know how we got on Football Talk, but it is what it is.
Because Roman Reigns used to play football, and he's the tribal chief.
What team did he play for?
The Vikings.
That was Lesnar was on the Vikings. Roman Reigns. He may have been on the Vikings actually. I want to say Lions.
He picked up by the Vikings as an undrafted free agent in 2007.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you didn't want to see him in wrestling and you wanted to see him in a Vikings game, how would you do it, Jesse?
I don't know. I think there's maybe you could check out this magical app. There it is, baby. Go check out SeatGeek. use the promo code FFUniverse, and you can save yourself $20 off that first order. So,
All right, if you
take advantage,
fuckers
folks.
don't start dropping us start questions, I'm just gonna keep running promo codes for the next 40 minutes. So send some shit in. I'm just gonna go full on corporate hustle here, and you're just gonna get promo after promo, me talking in circles just to transition to a promo.
They're like,
I'm gonna start fucking plugging NASCAR in a minute.
They're like Antonio Gibson or Zach Moss, and you're like SeatGeek promo. Here you go.
Yeah, you're better off with those two.
Brian Thomas, 22 points this week. Oh yeah.
Like he's must start. They got
TJ Hawkinson officially out. Did we know that
he got
already?
out like 2 days ago.
I didn't know that. I had him listed still as doubtful, but not official.
Yeah. So yeah, Hawkinson's out. There's not a lot of big names out besides
Goddard's out too.
Yeah, Goddard, tight end, looking rough again.
It wasn't already.
4. I mean, yeah, we just lose 2 more. Curious, where do you guys have Njoku in your rankings?
Let's see.
8.
Here.
Yes, sir.
Scary.
I have him at 12.
I have K. Dot at 10 though, so that should tell you how I feel. I actually had Hunter Henry at 12, which should tell you a lot.
Yeah, I have him 13. I was like, hey.
I have Schultz at 10.
Hey, good. We don't have to do any more promos. Deontay Johnson and Amari Cooper for a PPR flex. Both have warts this week.
Nah, Cooper.
Cooper in Buffalo.
Deontay. They're both in Washington. Like I get like he's leading the NFL in red zone targets, Deontay Johnson is, which is a crazy statistic, but it's true. I want to see it with week 1 in Cooper. I don't know how much he's going to be involved in the offense. He's got to learn the scheme and stuff too. So it might be just like slowly getting feet wet game. So I'm worried about Cooper this week a little bit. Deontay
at 15, Cooper at 29. Yeah, you never know how much of the playbook I get it. He's a receiver, so it's kind of the same shit. But I don't know. I think. There's plenty of times where I'm really willing to fire up Cooper. I think Deontay's not one of them. I'll take Deontay.
I need to move Cooper up, but I do have Deontay at 11. I don't even know where I have Cooper. I have Cooper at 29, so that's not going to make sense. I'm going to move him up.
Check out his next 3 games for Cooper are Seattle, Miami, and Indianapolis. So Cooper is going to be starting a lot after this week. I just think this week is just a little TBD.
I'm moving Cooper up to 15, but I still have Deontay at 11 because the matchup is nice. So
I have Cooper at 29, but I'm not sure how high I can bring him up.
That's the thing. I just don't know how much he's going to play this week. So that's
do you have him higher than Devontae Adams this week? Knowing Devontae's going to a new team, but it's with Aaron Rodgers.
It's Hackett and Rodgers. Like he's done this before in Green Bay. Like he knows.
That's what I mean. So it's not really a new team.
Yeah. So it's just different personnel, but. I mean, I think I have Adams above Wilson in my ranking.
I do. I have Adams high. Did I say Adams or Wilson? I meant Adams or Cooper, the 2 new traded guys. I have Adams at 25, Cooper at 29. But
yeah, I like them. I like them both. Get a touchdown, Adams. It should be fun.
Where do I even have Adams? I need to move him up too. I guess I did not adjust that. Hold on.
Yeah, Adams is top 20. I have Wilson at 23. And then Cooper at 30. It's like the Tennessee offense is weird, or defense is weird because their offense is so bad. It kind of shifts how teams play them, right? You're not scoring, so
sit one of these 4: Jefferson, Pittman, Devontae, Deontay.
Pittman, easy.
Is it Pittman? Okay.
Yeah. With Anthony Richardson coming back, like I don't want to do that.
Oh yeah. Pick 2: Chubb, B-Rob, Chase Brown.
Big play, no PPR. Okay. Definitely playing Brian Robinson.
I'm probably still going Chubb.
I'm probably playing Chase Brown.
I'm going Chubb because Ford's out, isn't he?
Yes.
I'm Chubb.
I'm taking the I want to see it approach with Chubb in week 1, even though they're playing Cincinnati, they can get gashed. I just have a hard time imagining him getting 20 carries in this game.
I do as well.
That's the concern. So and Chase Brown's taking over more work, and Zach Moss is kind of falling. So
I don't hate it. I just don't love either option, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's if Robinson was fully healthy, he'd be locked in. I'd still play Robinson, and then it's kind of pick your poison with else too. But yeah, like the trend for Chase Brown looks really good, taking over that backfield in Cincinnati.
So I have Adams at 17, and then I have Higgins. Devontae at 16.
Mm-hmm.
So
you guys playing Aaron Jones this week?
if I'm in like that RB2 range, sure, I don't mind it. It's a terrible matchup though, but Jones has been awesome.
Jones or Achan? Jones has a higher projection on Sleeper.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. I mean, that game's gonna be a fucking shootout. Like it's gonna be pushed 50 plus. So I get it. Like 100% get it.
Pick 2, half PPR. Juju, Pickens, Downs, Addison
and Juju
Just a
for
sec,
me.
let me
are the
bring up
highest.
these rankings. Who do we got here?
PPR.
I have
Juju,
it.
Pickens, Downs, Addison.
I have it. Addison, Juju, Pickens, Downs in that order. Is the way I have them ranked.
Juju, Pickens, Downs, Addison. I don't
Really
have
like
any
the
of these
matchup.
guys inside the top 20.
No, they're all in that. I think Pickens and Downs are like 30 something, but
I have Addison at 28.
Same.
I have Downs at 32, Pickens at 36, Juju at 37. So if you go by my rankings, I have Addison and Downs. I don't want to play Pickens against Sauce. I don't know if I want Juju against the Niners. Yeah, so I'm going to go Addison and Downs, but I also wouldn't fight you if you said Juju and Downs, but
yeah. I think Addison's the for sure play of this group. And Juju. And I really like Juju this week, so I'm playing Juju.
I have Addison, Pickens, Juju. So I have Addison's as the highest at 28, then Pickens, Juju, Downs, 33, 34, 35. So flip a coin.
That's a good question for you then right there.
So we all agreed it's Addison, but then I said Downs, you said
Juju.
And he said Juju?
He said Pickens.
No, he said Pickens.
Pickens.
We're real helpful. You wrote it down. You're starting Addison, and then
like,
do you have running backs you can put?
Juju's role is the best for fantasy. Like, I think it's the easiest for him to score points. And Downs is really good. It's just, you know the difference. Slot wide receivers, Pickens on the outside.
I don't want Pickens in that matchup.
No, I don't want
Yeah, but I mean, Juju against San Fran too. I mean,
that's why I said Downs.
Their defense has been getting got though. Like it's not the peak San Francisco defense, so I'm not as worried about it as in the past.
Been getting got.
You gotta listen to that pod. It's really good.
What's up, Sean? Thanks for joining in. Tyrone Tracy or Whittington full PPR? Tracy.
Hey, I will say without Cup coming back, Whittington is very viable this week. But yeah, Tracy.
We said this all day yesterday, right, Jesse? Until Tracy tells us no, just put him in your lineup, man. The offense looked better with him. We appreciate you, James.
Trust the rookie, baby. Trust the rookie.
RB2 in full PPR. So RB2, he has what?
RB2 flex 2.
Jacob.
Oh. He needs 2 spots. So
I read it as 2 running backs, 2 flex.
Right. So only 2 of them.
Fuck it, just rank them. Jacobs, Brown, Downs, Najee, McConkey, Pickens.
Definitely Jacobs.
So I have McConkey over Pickens and Downs. So if you want that, that's there for you. Running backs. I'm pretty sure.
Cross position ones always take me a second.
Yeah, you gotta go flex right there.
I gotta write them down because I don't have. You're right. I have to check my flex, and it means I always got to do some scrolling. So give me a sec. I'm gonna run through these.
So I have Jacobs at 12. So I think Jacobs you fire up as your RB2, and then I feel like it's gonna be McConkey.
I have Jacobs. I have Jacobs at 18, the highest as well.
Yeah, Jacobs and Chase Brown are my highest. But I would be fine going with McConkey.
Hey, quiet down.
I have Brown slightly over Najee.
Yeah, I think it's the 2 running backs.
I have James and then Brown. Keep ranking them though, in case it was 2 and 2.
So actually, I have Brown the highest behind Jacobs.
Ooh, spicy
for the flex. No, like Jacobs is top 1, and then
okay. I was like, damn, you were really in Chase Brown.
No, Chase Brown at flex for 35 on half.
Yeah, with you. And then I think
that is half PPR too. So
yeah, the running backs get a boost in that format just because touches more related.
So to rank all 6 of them flex wise, I have Jacobs first at 20, Chase Brown at 35, Najee next at 58, McConkey 61, Downs 63, Pickens 69. Hope that helps.
You're too low on Jacobs. I have him at flex 18. You have him at 20. You're too low.
Yeah, I see that.
How's it going, Steven? Jordan Mason or Kareem Hunt?
Kareem Hunt. He got 27. He got touches last week. Like, if they're going to score, it's going to be with Kareem Hunt. And I worry about Mason just dealing the injury a little bit.
Add Isaac Garendo and play him instead.
Do you think Clyde Edwards-Helaire does anything this week?
Not on the ground. I think he can maybe do something there, like through that
Not in
receiving role.
football.
But yeah, I guess
Maybe he sells insurance or something, but not on a football field.
that's the Davis Maddock running joke. It's so good.
Maybe he sells tickets to games,
Oh,
and then he tells people to go to SeatGeek.
yeah, you can go check out the 49ers, Chiefs game.
There you go. And if you use FF Universe for your promo code, you do get $20 off your first order. So make sure you are doing that for those games.
Yeah, you can see McCaffrey on the sideline watching the game with you.
Shameless sellouts.
CHA's Clyde Edwards-Helaire is back. He's been on the just inactive list. He had just stepped away from the game for a little bit, so he wasn't hurt. It was just going through his own things, and then he was sick when he actually came back. So he's back. This is gonna be an interesting game to see how they use him in the lineup. They've been using Kareem Hunt. He's been balling, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire, maybe he's the guy that third year in, fourth year in, he's now coming back. So Jeremy wants it when we should use SeatGeek. Damn, Jeremy C. God, should have used it, man.
Got washed by the Jaguars. It's down bad for dude. Drake May's over under rushing yards prop was 18.5. He finished with 18 yards. I was like, fuck.
Dylan, how's it going? Need the upside play here at quarterback, full PPR. Richardson versus Dolphins or Baker versus Baltimore?
Baker. Dude, Baker's just insanely high this week for me. Baltimore sucks. They're the ultimate pass ball defense. Nobody has pass rate higher over expectation than teams playing Baltimore. Fire up Baker. Like the touchdowns, everything's going to come through the air, not on the ground against them. So, yeah, like Godwin and Evans are must starts this week. Like, you want them.
Yeah, Baker all day, man. Baker QB1. Yep. That was the hashtag last week. Baker QB1. Stick with it.
QB wins, baby. Yeah,
he's not my QB1 this week. But still,
he's been out of control. Good. Like this year, he's been playing out of his mind. Down bad.
Now, does he go down on your rankings? If Mike Evans is playing though, I think.
Yeah, he's playing. He's off the injury list. Okay. But yeah, he would drop a little bit if he didn't have Evans. Like it's just he's playing so good though. Like I think he had him at QB5. Yeah, I have Baker at QB5.
Yeah. Wait, QB5 he said? What do I have Baker
at? 6 for me.
7. I have the first 3 y'all know: Lamar, Jalen, and Josh Allen, Love, Joe Burrow, Baker. I have Stroud actually. I'm gonna move Stroud up above Darnold. Darnold.
Yeah, I like the one with Love's interesting. I think he can make the Houston. That Houston defense is good. They lead the league in pressure rate. So like when Jordan Love gets under pressure, that's when it all kind of malfunctions for him. So I kind of want to see if they hold up. I'm a little bit worried.
It's gonna be all on Aziz Sayer's out, Kamari Lassiter's out, so they're losing some key playmakers. They still have Daniel Hunter, Will Anderson there, so that's big. But yeah, Juju Dobbs, Tracy, Algier, Chubb need one for half PPR. Tracy,
I don't know, it's Tracy or Juju for me. I feel like it's Juju.
I have Tracy the highest, but I feel like Juju is safer, which is a weird way to phrase that.
No, it's kind of what I was thinking because we don't know how active Singletary is. Yeah. Juju, we know there's Kelsey.
I'll in half PPR. I'll just go Tracy. It's fine. Like I have him by far the highest in this group. Roll with it. If it burns me, it burns me. Where do I have him? I'm at 40 rankings.
I have Tracy at 30s, 46. Yeah, in flex. So. Yeah, I'll go Tracy. Look at 6 a.m. Just see my team lose. Hey, tough loss, man.
Respect, Brody. That's respect you for getting up that early and doing it because it's rough. 6 a.m. Don't come here early.
Yeah, it's hard doing that. Hey, thanks for joining us, South. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on the videos. Everyone that is watching, though, we appreciate all the feedback and all the questions you're bringing to us for every show that we do live throughout the week as well.
Yeah, we're team Tracy over here. So
yeah, that's also too. Yeah. Tracy and Deontay, this is the one universe where we're high on those guys.
Yeah, and it looks like we did pretty good because I seen one guy shit talking us because we did 500 roster reviews, and apparently the guy who's like
We lost him.
like top 5
stop.
right now. We didn't like his roster, so he's got to come victory lap us. But if you look,
Alright.
last I checked,
That's
all
fine.
4 of us are in the playoffs right now. Jesse's top 100. I'm top 300.
Yes, sir. SC's top 1100, I think. Jeremy's like top 1200. Like, yeah, we're in, baby.
I think
Turns out
I may be
he
moving
drafted a
up
garbage
with
team that won.
Shahifi. That we'll see.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
We switched it up a little bit. It's kind of TBD. Like, since
the weekends are for sure things. We're live.
Yeah, like the weekends we have normally, like when me and SC will be doing the roundtable Saturday with Jeremy, and then Sunday we have this show. Monday we'll do the little believe it or not, me and Jeremy. It's probably gonna be like the time, I'm not sure, but like we're like midday throughout the week between like 10 a.m. Pacific and about like 1 p.m. We'll be going live each of those days throughout the week. It's just
Tuesday waiver wire.
Yeah, Tuesday waiver wire. We're gonna try to do the rankings on Wednesday and Thursday, as opposed to like releasing it on Thursday. So we'll just try to do it earlier this week. But yeah.
And then every Saturday we have I do a college football preview show Saturday at 7:30 a.m. Pacific. Then we have a roundtable where we're just discussing things fantasy football. That's typically at around 10 a.m. Pacific. And then every Sunday morning we're here an hour and a half before kickoff to answer all start sit questions as well.
I would say just like and subscribe, get notifications, and then you will know when we are going live.
But even then, join us. We have recorded videos coming out too. So, make sure you're checking those out because those are, like you said, rankings, possibly Debbie stuff. So, make sure you're joining in.
All sorts of stuff.
Tracy or Cook, SFB.
They get weird bonuses in that format.
Yeah.
It's like for rushing attempts, for first downs, stuff of that nature. I would just go with the guy you have ranked higher and just put him in that format. I wouldn't change the rankings for that.
I have Cook at 22, Tracy at 28.
Yeah.
Cook for me.
Yeah, it's good. Ray Davis is active, so Ray Davis is going to be playing. I'm curious. I want to see how that works out with him active, with both of them playing together. I'm very curious to see.
It's Cook, but I don't love it.
Yes.
I am benching Najee this week for Raheem Blackshear in SFB.
That's a good call. It's a really good matchup. Like that the team they're going against gives up a ton of return yards. So that's the way to do it. Like SFB is wild. I think I put in Blake Corum because he's going to be in return usage, and the team they're going against like gives up a decent amount. So it's the only format I'll play Blake Corum in.
Tutu or Deontay? Probably Deontay, right?
Yes.
SFB as well. If I throw that out there.
Well, like, is Tutu even getting any return like at all? Like, I don't think he is, right?
Return yards? No.
Yeah.
But he's
like
been...
if he was, you could talk him into it. But that's the whole reason, like, why I'm playing Corum, because he had 3 kick returns last week, and like I expect him to get some decent yardage this week. So
yeah,
74 yards with at that scoring is well good. He scored what did he get?
Oh shit! Good thing I checked SFB. Oh my goodness. I need to pick up a kicker. Oh shit. Jason Sanders or Anders Carlson?
Sanders. Anders Carlson's even back? It's been Braden Narvison.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Narvison.
It's been Narvison.
Or should I pick up Dickers? That was just the first one. This is for SFB, by the way.
Was Dicker available?
Yeah, Dicker's available.
By a mile.
Okay, I'm dropping Narvison because apparently, I guess Narvison got released.
Oh, did he? He was that bad? Carlson's not any better.
Go.
Well, Carlson wasn't healthy either, but Tracy Jr. by a mile over Eckler, I think. I don't know if it's by a mile, but it's by enough.
Yeah, I think I really like Eckler in this matchup. I think he can be good for you. B-Rob's back. It's kind of similar to what we're dealing with Tracy. Like, both these guys have running mates coming back into the fold, so you kind of want to see it. If Brian Robinson was out, I would say Eckler. It's the dream matchup. Carolina can't stop him easily, but yeah, I have them really close. I think I have Tracy at like 20. I have Eckler at 24. I really like Eckler this week, but I'm gonna play Tracy.
I'm 9-3 in SFB. Mm-hmm. I lost last week to the number 1 seed, and now they're still undefeated. I'm so pissed.
They're undefeated. Oh man.
Yeah.
Did I tell you the 2 games I've lost? Because I'm 10-2. I lost week 1. I lost to the second or third highest scoring team overall, like out of 3,500. That was my first loss. And then in week 4, I think week 4 or 5, whatever game Josh Allen was on Monday night.
Mhm.
Hold on.
Josh
I'll be
Allen
back.
had a last second couple rushing yards. I lost on league median. It was 177.6. I had 177.54. Those are my 2 losses in SFB.
You're like, that sucks. That really sucks. Dude, why can I not set this right? What is going on here? All right. This makes 0 sense. There we go. Finally got us to.
What, he have to leave permanently or?
No, he's just leaving for a minute, so I was just switching it to 2 until he comes back.
That's a lot.
I was like trying to click through these settings. I'm like, I can't get this right. It's all over the place. It's like I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I don't know if you saw what we did. So SE made that intro music. We put it on, so we'll see if it works out. Lose the AI stuff, so we'll find out.
I did not see that. You started that at the beginning of the show?
Yeah, it's in our video clips. So
yeah. I didn't get there in time for that.
We'll see. I figured. Let's see who else we got. I'm gonna go through rankings really quick. Is there anybody you are excited or looking to play or curious to watch out this week, Aaron?
I told you I'm kind of leaning on Isaac Garendo here.
Yes, let's go, baby.
Thank you. I think that's our very first one.
Ooh, fancy, yes, sir.
Thank you, James. Outstanding.
Yeah, we gotta get that text stuff figured out.
My bad. The wife texted me. It was like, you need to come out there and kill a spider ASAP, and I had to kill this banana spider out there. So I was just scared.
I had to get one in the bathroom. My wife screamed the other day. She goes, come here. I go, what? Because she usually kills it, but this one was too big, so I had to take it out.
And I'm joking. If there was a banana spider, we would have burned the house. So
yeah,
like we're leaving here.
Those camel spiders and stuff that you see.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, dude, I ain't touching that thing. That's straight alien.
Yeah, that one meme where it's like you had to save your kids if they're behind all this spider nest. I'm like, sorry, kids, y'all. Hopefully,
we had a good run, kids.
Yeah,
you guys are on your own.
Get bit, and hopefully you turn into Spider-Man. We'll see. Appreciate you, James, for that.
Amari Lockett Addison. It's not Lockett. I feel like this is going to be Addison. He's safer and probably higher ceiling and floor. I got Addison at
the Lions defense sucks. They play a ton of man. So like this opens up and you have Jefferson. Like I'm playing Addison for sure.
I have Addison and Cooper back to back, but it's Addison for me.
Lockett's not a bad play either, but definitely Addison.
I have Lockett.
I have Amari at the highest at 15, man. I think I get it. He's on a new team. He's ready though. This isn't Devontae Adams where he had a hamstring injury and all of a sudden he travels, a couple states away and he's healthy. Amari's been healthy. He just hasn't been. Cleveland offense just looked horrendous. Guess what? The wide receivers in Buffalo look horrendous. They now have a wide receiver that Josh Allen can throw it to and he'll catch it. I think you start up Amari, you go balls deep in it. I mean, this is it.
I hear you, but this is a bad matchup against Tennessee because they can't score. That's the hard part too. So shutdown games like
Addison goes up.
I think Addison's a really place.
If you get anything good at Addison, I'm selling high before TJ Hawkinson comes back.
Yeah,
sure.
Like if you can, yeah. Like in Dynasty, I think he's a good
one. Go ahead.
It's me. I don't know who's doing it against me. 12-team half PPR. Goff or Cousins? Let me look.
Them both. It's fireworks, man. I'm going. Considering the defense they're playing against, give me Cousins. The Seahawks are out, guys in the back end. Like our corners are down bad. They are in trouble. We're struggling a lot. I'm playing Cousins this week. Goff's still going against Minnesota. So
I have Cousins 12, Goff 14. So Cousins for me as well.
I think Cousins 13 and Goff 17.
He has St. Brown, Gibbs, Laporta, all the more reason. Oh, I don't know if I necessarily want. I don't mind the stack, but I don't really want that many Lions. If the Lions somehow, like I know every time we said this earlier in the season, this Lions-Ram game is going to be a shootout, and it was like 7-3 at halftime. If that game doesn't turn into a shootout and the Vikings are actually a solid defense, you're in big trouble.
That's the thing with Goff that worries me. Like the Vikings have done a really good job creating pressure, and nobody turns into a pumpkin more than Jared Goff under pressure. Like it goes bad for him really quickly. So that's why I'm playing Cousins.
And you have to factor in that what if the Lions say the Lions score 3 touchdowns, but you get another 2 David Montgomery touchdowns, not even Gibbs, Montgomery, you get nothing for those. They play a 21-20 game and it's 2 Montgomery touchdowns. You have 1 combined touchdown here. I get it. It looks real sexy, but I'm going Cousins.
This is I'm curious if this is dynasty or redraft, but I would definitely trade one of them. Probably because it's harder to get running backs. You know, you can get a lot of value at St. Brown. Laporta too. I mean, if you could switch Laporta in for McBride potentially, or maybe do Laporta plus someone for Bowers, I would go try to do that.
Trade
plus, yeah.
Trade Gibbs for Monty plus a receiver. They're scoring the same amount of points anyways.
Yeah, and they extended Monty too, so that's actually
I know 2 more years.
Yeah,
he's getting so many touchdowns. Man. It's like if he doesn't score a touchdown, it's Monty.
It's Kamara and Ingram all over.
Waddle or
Whoa, this is. Good.
I'm not doing Waddle. Dude, Tyler Huntley's projected for 183 yards on the passing. Like, you get out of here. I'm not doing Waddle until Tua comes back. I just don't want to do it, man. I get it. He had good targets last week, but I'll risk Chubb in this situation.
I have Waddle at wide receiver 43. So okay, if Ford's out and we're not believing in Chubb, who's the next man up there?
Pierre Strong.
Well, is Deonta Foreman even on that roster anymore? Like, I don't remember.
That's what I was thinking. Is it still Deonta Foreman?
Yeah, he's there. He's the second guy on the roster. They have Pierre Strong. They also have Naheem Hines if they need him. But like,
that's gross.
I'm just not doing Waddle. Like, it's really hard for me to play Waddle right now with freaking Tyler Huntley.
Where do I have both these guys?
They're low. I don't think any guy's top 70 for me.
I have flex 77 for Chubb, Waddle at 81. So I have Chubb, but I feel like I have Chubb. I feel like maybe he's just enough of a veteran and they have enough faith that they're just going to run him back out there. And maybe he's just Nick Chubb and we have a Derrick Henry, Adrian Peterson, where they're just fucking animals, as opposed to Waddle, where he's getting a 15%, 15% share of 180 air yards.
No, thank you. Yeah.
So
it's not good, man.
In one of my leagues, I'm the number 2 seed, number 1 seed. Just said they have Michael Wilson for a future third, so I was like, bet, send it. But now he's like, I'm just gonna drop him and make everyone. Yeah, bro.
All right,
oh man.
All right, let's go here. I feel like this is pretty easy. Gibbs, Walker, Mason, and Chain. Pick two.
First
two fairly easily.
I probably have the first two at like 3 and 4.
If Mason had a better matchup, I think it'd be interesting. But Walker's the must play. Like, I'm smashing Walker and then Gibbs. Like,
sorry, I have them at 4 and 10. You're right. I have Gibbs at 10, but still, Gibbs Walker.
Yeah, it's too easy, man.
Yeah.
Stroud or Goff, I think is an interesting.
Stroud.
Yeah. It hasn't really been great for Stroud. Like, that's the thing. It has not worked.
Stroud 8, Goff 14.
Yeah. But Stroud against Green Bay, we were talking about this. This is a possible shootout. With Nico out, I think it just opens up more opportunities. Like, he's not hyper targeting, so he's actually going around the field. I mean, he does go around the field regardless, but I think this just opens up more. But Mixon does look good, so maybe that. But Mixon or Monty and Gibbs.
I think Mixon kind of takes away the ceiling from Stroud is how it works, right? Because
that Minnesota defense is scary suddenly.
It is.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it's underrated.
Yeah, like they are a nightmare. Lester Frazier's been like the best DC all year, so we'll see.
Geno at 11, Burrow at 10. So Burrow by 1. The only worry I have here in this Cincy game is that Cleveland's such a fucking mess that this is one-sided. And Burrow's not playing the second half, and this is 40-3.
Burrow at 8, Geno at 10.
I really want to play Geno. I just have a hard time putting him above Burrow because Burrow's been playing out of his mind. I have him at 8 and 10. Like, I'm with you. Or sorry, I have 7 and 9. I have Burrow 7, Geno 9.
I think
I get it. It's a dream matchup for Geno, Burrow. Like, you still just throw out Burrow.
Yeah. Achan versus Colts, Connor versus Chargers.
Achan.
I
really don't want to play Connor against the Chargers this week. Like, I am worried about that matchup, how they're doing. Like, it's just
Achan 15, Connor 20.
Yeah, Connor's been dealing with injury a little bit too. It's kind of just like it's not great. So
just 1 sec on them. You guys keep discussing that one. I'm gonna look up news on the next one here just to see if we've got
Connor 20. I don't have HN. Where's HN even at? I've been blind on these rankings. Aton at 19, Connor at 20. So pick your poison.
The Colts can't stop anybody on the ground. Like, they should be able to move the ball efficiently this game on the ground. So
but does Raheem Mostert being in there scare you? I mean, he had 19 carries.
No, I'm firing both of them up. Like, Achan got unlucky because he had the concussion early. It turned into Mostert too. So I think they're splitting work on the middle.
This guy really isn't accepting the trade, by the way. Stupid. Don't put it in the chat if you're not going to accept it.
Like, come on, move. You're like, I got 8 minutes to get this trade done. Come on, bro.
Right.
Yeah. So Brian Robinson's supposed to play. That's the news. It's a later game, so you kind of have to wait, right? So
Brian Robinson expected to play Sunday. Questionable, should remain in a committee with Eckler, should play. Chase Brown.
Chase is good. He's playing.
Yeah, he's good. He's playing. He doesn't even have a tag.
I'm playing Robinson. They're playing Carolina. Like, if Robinson's healthy, he's on the field. I'm just trusting it. They're going to give up a ton of fantasy points this week. Carolina is. So I'm playing Robinson over Brown. But you could use that if you want to.
I don't know who I have ranked higher here. I have Robinson at 10, Chase Brown at 21. So yeah, it's B-Rob for me as well.
Yeah, I dinged him a little bit for the injuries at 15, but yeah, it's going to be a good game for him.
Cup out. Do I play Downs, Juju, Shakir, Worthy plus Purdy or Murray?
For me, it's Juju, and I'm playing. I have Purdy above, but I don't like the matchup for Purdy. I have Juju, and then I'm just going to say move Purdy.
I'm going to say Juju and Purdy because I think that game might be a shootout.
Yeah. It's like Purdy's been playing awesome. Kyler has not. I get that, like, the defense, the Chiefs defense is legit, but.
Yeah, put Purdy.
And then, Aaron, which of these defenses would you play? Ravens or Colts? Or
Ravens.
Chiefs?
Colts get Dolphins. Ravens get. I'm drawing a blank.
Ravens are playing. Where are they at? I feel like I should know this. I'm just
Tampa
Bay.
Tampa.
And then Chiefs.
Ravens and Colts. I have the Colts at 10. Ravens down at 15. I like that.
I have Colts at 9.
I have the Colts higher. There aren't very many great options. The best one was already gone. Denver was my number 2. Cincy is probably available on the waiver wire if you can get them against Cleveland. They're still on some of my waiver wires. They're my 3, but out of these 2, I say the Colts.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. Oh, thank you, Tyler, for this chat. Are you guys doing Love or Jalen Hurts? I have Jalen Hurts. I'm just locking in Jalen Hurts, man. Like, I get the concern, but I'm playing.
It's close though, because like I have Hurts. You know what? I have Hurts at 3, Love at 4. Hurts versus the Giants, Love against Houston. I don't love that matchup.
That's the thing with Love.
I'm gonna go Hurts.
Houston's, like I said, they have the highest pressure in the NFL, and Love is a wild card how he plays. They'll probably turn it over.
One question here is this the first matchup between these two on the year?
With which teams?
Giants and Eagles? No, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Is it entirely possible that every single goal line and close to one goes to Barkley and they just play a fuck you to the Giants, let Barkley victory lap?
Yeah.
You have to consider that every tush push gets a 1-yard carry to Barkley. So he can. Yep. Is this one in? Where is this one? It's in New York.
It's in New York.
This may be the Saquon show. So I think that Texans defense is legit.
That's the thing. Like with Hurts, you're getting rushing where you're not getting that from Stroud. Like, he freaking rushed it 14 times last week. Like, that's always my differentiator when I have these like decisions. I'll just take the rushing quarterback.
Tony Odo's got to step in though. So
what was our final answer on Love or Hurts?
I say Hurts. I have Hurts at 3.
I think we all
Hurts.
Have Hurts. Yeah.
Okay.
It's close, but yeah.
I don't
for Love. I would play him, but I'm just
to be truthful though, Tyler. I don't think you're going wrong either way. I think both can put up 20 points this week. So
yeah, agreed. I would like to play both.
Yeah. Good super flex lineup. Single QB. I think you're good either way.
I default to the rusher. Like we saw last week, even when Hurts was bad, he's still at 20 plus. Like he didn't play very well, but he still put up 20 plus because of the rushing. Right?
Isn't that funny though? Like you have some of these single QB leagues where my options are, Sam Darnold or Aaron Rodgers, and then you have other ones where it's Jordan Love or Jalen Hurts. It's like, fuck, can I share some of these quarterbacks? Why do I have them all on one team?
It's the worst. I know. I have a team like that. I'm like,
only got a few more minutes. Watson, Juju, or Gibbs flex?
Gibbs.
Easy.
I like Juju, but yeah, not that much over Gibbs.
Is Watson Christian? I'm using that close for me.
It's not.
I'm playing Gibbs even if it's Deshaun and it's a super flex.
yes. You know what you're getting out of Gibbs.
Yeah, that one's easy. That one's Gibbs by a mile.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
4 more minutes to get your questions in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate all of y'all tuning in every Sunday morning, hour and a half before kickoff. We're here to answer all your start and sit questions. Shout out Oregon being the number 1 ranked team in the nation right now with that Texas loss against Georgia yesterday too, by the way.
Yes, sir. There were so many memes about that with Oregon, where they're like just right behind him, the Undertaker, right behind Texas. Like,
It's called the Big Bird, where Big Bird knocks the door down, and it's Oregon.
Yeah, so good.
Who did Ohio State play this week and change rules on?
They had a bye week. They had a bye week.
Gotcha.
You guys on Higgins or Dobbins? I think I have. I have Dobbins pretty high this week, but I think I have Higgins above him.
Give me 1 sec. These positions.
Oh yeah, no Dobbins. I have him at 17 because they're playing.
Oh no, I have Dobbins at 12.
Dobbins is getting work. Yeah, so Dobbins.
Yeah,
I like
Dobbins.
Higgins for
Flex. Or Dobbins at 17. Yeah, for flex.
Yeah. Fire him up, baby.
Chase Brown, Tank Dell, flex half PPR.
Tank Dell for me, even though I like Chase Brown this week.
I think it's Tank Dell for me.
Tank Dell's usage was really good week 1 post Nico, so I'm trusting into Tank. Like I think he's back to being kind of what we expect him to be.
Yeah, it's Dell for me as well.
Yeah, Dell. What is doing that for?
SC, when their bye's over, if you wanted to go and boo the Buckeyes for being whiny bitches, how would you go there to do it?
Sobby, you gotta find the right place to get your tickets. But if you want to do that, you want to go to SeatGeek, use promo code FFUniverse, and you get $20 off your first order there. So you can definitely do that. Go to the Big House, see your Michigan guys there. Go to Autzen, go to Death Valley and LSU. Just use SeatGeek, FFUniverse, promo code $20 off your first order.
I'll have to make other college ones because you're Oregon, Jesse. You're what? Oregon or Washington?
Washington.
That's what I thought.
I
should just make one that we could all agree on that says.
I know that's why I made the joke after they won. I was like, just so Washington can ruin their perfect season, but the Oregon's really good this year.
It makes them look good that Michigan is not doing good either, right? Michigan.
Yeah.
Well, but I should have made one Michigan and Washington or Oregon, but there's one we could just all agree on. I'll make one that just says "fuck Ohio State."
There you go.
Just something everyone can agree on. Fuck Ohio State.
Agreed.
All right, guys, we got like a minute. Last minute questions here. If you got anything, get it in quick,
folks. Get them in.
You'll get short answers here, but we got to get it in under the wire. So get it in. Otherwise, you're gonna see me running more SeatGeek promos. Nobody wants to see that. Fucking gone corporate here. I feel like, what was it when DX? When DX joined the corporate cane.
I feel like I'm officially got it.
Damn, this guy really dropped Michael Wilson instead of taking my third.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Oh man!
Oh my gosh! Fantasy Pros experts are telling me to bench Kirk Cousins for Geno Smith and bench Mark Andrews for Kid Otten, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do it, boys. Sorry.
Fuck you, Fantasy Pros.
I know it's just funny, like reading through it.
All right, I suppose that is a wrap here. I think it's pretty much too late. Kickoff is going. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We will see you next time. Good luck. I think the guys are going live tomorrow, sometime around lunchtime, for some, kind of a week recap, believe it or not, shit like that. So we will see you then, and Tuesday for the waiver wire show. Take care, everyone, and good luck in week 7. Holy shit, it's week 7 already. Stay healthy.
Sure.
That's the most important part. I don't even need good luck. I just need players to stay healthy.
Yeah, survive.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.